comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's Decay Wrestler here, and in today's video, I'm going to be ranking the worst to best Festival of Fun exclusive reveals. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, in today's video, we are going to be looking at all of the Festival of Fun 2021 exclusives and basically rank them, in my opinion, my personal opinion, from worst to best. So without further ado, let's start off with what I feel is the worst exclusive out of all the exclusives, and that is, of course, the Festival of Fun t-shirt. Of course, I'm more of a pop collector than anything, so of course the thing that isn't a pop is going to basically go right to the bottom of my list, which I mean, at the same time, not necessarily, because if there were some sodas, there probably would be sodas that are way higher, of course, but the t-shirt, I'm never really a fan of the t-shirts, especially when they do the t-shirts where you have essentially a small logo in the front and then the bigger logo on the back. And I hate how it's white, mainly because I have a tendency of, let's say it's pizza night or pasta night, boom, sauce on my shirt, stained forever. Next up on my list, back to back, would be both of the basketball Freddy Funko figures, and it's mainly because I'm not a fan of Freddy Funko to begin with. Next up would be the Diamond Collection Sitting Pikachu. Now, normally I would have some of these Diamond Collection pops higher up and not so far at the bottom, but the main reason is because it's another Pikachu. And not just another Pikachu, this is actually now the second Diamond Collection Pikachu that Funko has made. Next up would be the Geralt from The Witcher. I haven't seen the Witcher TV series, I haven't really played the game, and with this one, I don't think it's one of the better Geralt pops, considering that this Geralt to me looks like he's in casual clothing. It's not what we usually see with Geralt. I mean, it's cool to see some different aspects of Geralt, but I don't know. I feel like there are definitely better Geralts out there than this. Next up would be the Jasmine with gold dress for the Disney Ultimate Princess lineup. This is alright, but I don't like the way that these Disney Princesses pops are turning out now, because they're not more of a pop deluxe form where you get more bang for your buck. They're just singular pops. I mean, you get the pin with it, but I feel like it's a select few that are going to want to get that collective booklet, or the collector's booklet is what I'm trying to say, and then get the pins for it. So you need to get like 12, I think. This might be, I think, the fourth one now where they took a princess and then essentially put it in a gold dress. Next up would be the John Lennon in the NYC t-shirt. I mean, cool, Beatles are decent, but they have been pumping up a lot of John Lennon pops, and especially I feel like some of the newer John Lennon pops that just released are actually better than this one. And once again, this should have been a New York Comic Con exclusive. I mean, I think it was intended to be, but of course worldwide shipment delay, so it couldn't be released during New York Comic Con. Next up would be the airbending Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, Aang is a pretty sweet character from his sculpts in Funko Pop form, but I don't think this is the best looking Aang in my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. There's some other variants that people would like more rather than this one, but also it's just like, did we really need another Aang right now? Why not have a newer character or something that hasn't been made yet into Funko Pop form? Up next would be Punchline from Batman. Detail's pretty cool. Not a bad looking pop, but it's just, I don't collect the DC pops all that much, and I don't see this pop really selling all that well to begin with. Alright, as I was editing the video, I realized that I forgot to add the pop that goes right after Punchline to the list, and that is Kyle as Tooth Decay from South Park. It's really cool to see a new South Park pop, but at the same time, I wish it was something brand new in the lineup that was a Comic-Con exclusive, not essentially a character that's already been made, but just a different variant of him, which is why it's at this part of the ranking list. Then we got the Great Garloo, and the detail's pretty decent, but I don't know this character at all, so I know I won't be getting this, but this is a limited piece. Next up would be the blue attired PlayDoh Pete, and it was awesome to see the announcement of PlayDoh Pete for, I still don't know yet as of this recording whether this is Retro Toys lineup or this is at Icons per se, but regardless, still cool to see PlayDoh Pete, considering that we had gotten the Play-Doh container and we had gotten the Play-Doh Pete Mystery Mini. Now we have them in Funko Pop form. This is pretty decent, but I'll be honest, I like the red attire better. Then we got the blue Superman, which I always like seeing these aspects of different Supermans. We had gotten the Cyborg Superman at San Diego Comic-Con in 2020, and now we have this blue Superman, which I think it will sell decently well, and I really like the overall design of this pop and character overall. Then I have listed Dodoria from Dragon Ball Z. I really like the overall design. It's actually cool to see a Dragon Ball Z pop return for Comic-Con exclusives, considering that all we've had this year was Jackie Chun for Dragon Ball. So I think the last time we got a Dragon Ball Z pop, I want to say would have been New York Comic-Con in 2020. I could be wrong. It might have been actually SDCC 2020. I can't exactly remember off the top of my head, to be honest, but it's actually been quite a bit, and I'm glad it's not a repeat of Goku, Vegeta, or Piccolo in this case. Up next is Alexis Rose from Schitt's Creek, and Alexis is my favorite character in Schitt's Creek. I am glad that she's getting more variants, considering that she has a lot of different attires throughout the series, so it's cool that they're kind of taking advantage of that. But at the same time, I do see those people out there that want to see other characters that haven't been made into pop form yet, instead of seeing repeats of the main characters, which is expected if you've been as long of a collector of Funko Pops as I have to see this happen. Next up is the Cheddar Goblin from Mandy, and although I have never seen Mandy, nor do I know what this character is about, I really like the overall design and the detail of it more than, let's say, the Alexis Rose. This has a really nice green color. I like the yellow eyes that really pop out with that green, and you can see the detail of kind of the what looks to be macaroni and cheese coming out of the mouth of the Cheddar Goblin, and I think it's a really cool piece, and I think this will sell decently well, especially because it is a Funko Shop shared exclusive. Next up would be the red attire PlayDoh Pete. Really excited to see the announcement of PlayDoh Pete, like I mentioned about the blue one, but I was more excited about the red one, mainly because of the fact that that's how I'm used to seeing PlayDoh Pete, is in his red attire, unlike the blue attire, which is why it was significantly higher than the PlayDoh Pete with the blue attire, even though that blue attire is a con-only exclusive. Next up would be Trax from Transformers, and I really like the overall detail involved with this pop. I love the colors that are used for this pop, and I think definitely, in my opinion, it is one of the best looking Transformers Funko Pops that Funko has made thus far. I don't think it's the best, but I think it definitely is one of the best. There have been some not so great ones, like I didn't really like the design of the FunCon exclusive Transformers pop, but this one, and let's say the one they released for Funko Fridays last year, I can't remember the name of it, and of course your usual Optimus Primes, were probably the best ones that Funko has made thus far, in my opinion, and this has to go along with those pops. Then I've listed the Cad Bane with Toto 360 pop, and this pop is really cool. I'm a fan of Star Wars. More specifically, I also am a fan of the Bad Batch, which this is where it's based off of, because he has the Toto 360. I don't think he had Toto 360 during the Clone Wars, but it was really cool to see the return of Cad Bane, and it's also really cool to see the return of a Cad Bane Funko Pop, considering we haven't seen one, I think, since San Diego Comic-Con 2018. And for those that didn't obtain the 2018 Comic-Con exclusive pop, they can get it with this pop, and I think it's really awesome. Now hitting up the top 3 of this entire ranking list, right at number 3 would be the Blacklight Jimi Hendrix pop, which this is a really detailed pop. I don't know whether this is a new Blacklight pop or it's the one that was announced at Funko Palooza, and essentially it was just concept scheduled to change, and now this is what it looks like. If this is a new design, this is really cool. I like what they did with the hair, and just all the different colors really pop out well, especially with the different like rainbow color effect with the pants. It really looks nice. I think this definitely is going to sell out for sure, because it is a blacklight pop, and blacklight pops are just super popular right now with Funko. Coming up next, taking essentially the number 2 spot of this ranking list, is the Doctor Strange Supreme Unleashed from What If. This pop is super detailed. I had a huge reaction towards this because of the amount of detail that is just involved with this. The green eyes, the nice popping of the purple that is involved there, and you got the blue, the orange, just all the colors really mesh together. This is pretty much a 6-inch pop. I can't really see it being a 4-inch pop because of how huge this is, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to get this, especially with the popularity of the What If series. And now topping off the list as essentially the best Funko Festival of Fun exclusive, and I think people would agree with me on this, and that is the Stupid Sexy Flanders from The Simpsons. This is a fantastic looking pop. They executed this very well with the posing and the way that Flanders' eyes are kind of closed compared to the original Ned Flanders pops where they are open, and you even have the pose of showing off his butt there because that goes with the scene. And this definitely fits the theme of Festival of Fun because of the fact that essentially in the episode, it is winter themed because they are skiing down a snowy hill. Anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video of essentially my opinion of the worst to best Funko Festival of Fun exclusives, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think is the worst and the best Festival of Fun Funko Pop and I guess exclusives overall because of the t-shirt. And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.